Thank you so much for listening to the Creator Podcast. Jesse here. Appreciate you being with me today. And honestly, I want to jump right into what we're doing. Thank you so much for listening to the Creator Podcast. Jesse here. Thank you for all the support and everything you've given to the show. It really, really means a lot. And I wanted to jump in today about something I'm going through in my business and my life. And I feel like you need to hear this as well. And what I've found is throughout all of the things that are going on in my business, I've got social media, I've got sales, operations, service, all these different things that are happening in my business. And my mind is spinning sometimes. It's going absolutely crazy. There never seems to be enough time. And I started getting a little frustrated with myself because I'm not hitting all the key performance indicators and things that I truly wanted. But I started to go back to it and say, well, how much of this is actually wasting my time as opposed to creating more opportunities? And the results have been stunning for me, actually. You see, I spent a lot of time editing these videos and producing this podcast. I spent a lot of time on making sure that the distribution of this information goes out to the small list of people that actually want to follow and listen to this show. And it's very interesting that all this time is spent and all this effort, and yet the sales continue to suffer, or maybe the service is neglected for the business, and the balance is uneven. And it's very interesting as I continue to go through this and to revisit, and it's no wonder that I'm not financially where I want to be. It's because I'm getting distracted by some of these other things or putting too much emphasis in the details of some of these things instead of just doing it. You see, I could just post this podcast on Spreaker and have it go out to everyone, and I have an audio podcast, which would take me 10 minutes to actually do this podcast every day. But instead, I'm spending an extra hour editing the videos. Well, that hour, how much more could I learn there? How much more could I simplify or actually provide to my clients and other things? And as I'm filming this video, I'm still sorting through my mind, like the changes and the things that need to change my life. And so I want you to think about that as well. One of the things I've done is I've created a list of all of the items that I want to accomplish that I know will do what? Make money first. That's the most important. And those things are going to be the primary focus for the next 8 weeks. I'm going to go check through it with my team, make sure that we're doing things that generate sales and leads to remind people of what we do. Instead of focusing on branding and allowing myself all these other opportunities. It's one of those mirrors that you have to face at some point in your business. Business is great. It's going well, but it could go so much better, and there could be so much more opportunity where I don't have to sit here and actually edit the videos for my podcast anymore, or I don't have to worry about producing as much content because the content is just flowing, right? I think we could all agree that the distractions of social media, if you had an abundant pipeline without social media and you were just closing business left and right, then do you even need it? But yet we're all telling ourselves we need a marketing manager, we need video, we need to be relevant out there. But realistically, if you just provided an amazing service and you didn't do anything else, you just provide amazing service, word of mouth would still travel. And it's utilizing that system and understanding it more. And that's where I'm at right now. And it's okay. It's okay to do a self-face moment where you're looking at it, or self-reflection and look at it and say, this is where I need to do better. It's okay to do that and continue to move forward. Life is forever feedback. It's growth. It's making sure that you know what you truly need to do. But that's where I'm at right now in my life. Is it fun? It's fun. It's great feedback. It's a great reminder that, you don't need to be too big for your britches, in essence. You don't need to have all of these things that multi-million-dollar companies have. You don't need $40,000 a month in video editing, doing it yourself, and trying to become the next Alex Hormozy or whatever have you. You're enough already doing what you do. Continue to provide that amazing product. And that's where I want to direct that episode today, is you have something that is amazing already. So why are you stressing yourself out and adding more, trying to show people that it's amazing? You don't need to show. You need to continue to provide that product at a high level. And the more people that see your product and touch your product, feel it, whatever it is that you're doing, the more they experience that, the faster it's going to grow anyways. And that's where business truly comes, is when can you start leveraging people and those people's networks instead of just your own? Thinking broader, thinking bigger. This episode's quick. It's a thoughtful, business-minded episode today. And I want to really just hit home the importance of your value and the importance of staying consistent to the things that work. You only need one product and one offer to make a really good living for yourself as an entrepreneur. So all these other things that you're stressing out about or thinking about, they're great ideas, but is it internally more of the thought that you have to be busy, because if you're not busy, you can't make money? Is it a reflection internally of this dichotomy where the more effort you make, the more money you make? What if you could have less effort and make more money? And it's that mindset that you have to go in and start challenging those old programs and making sure you truly understand. I've been challenging those as I'm simplifying and going through it and saying, okay, I'm going to just do these things. I'm no longer going to focus on the clothing shop, the additional podcast websites, and the newsletters for all these other businesses. I'm just going to focus on the one, because if you focus on the one, everything else starts to line up in place and the growth happens. One business can compound off another very easily. And it's that kind of stuff that every entrepreneur needs to hear. And maybe you're not an entrepreneur yet, but maybe there's things in your life that you're adding too much, just trying to be an awesome individual, when really you're already awesome. You just need to simplify and become even better. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I hope you have a fantastic day.
Thank you for tuning in to the Creator Podcast. We hope that you found inspiration and insight into your own creative potential. Remember that you are capable of achieving greatness in all areas of your life, and that the power to create lies within you. We encourage you to take action on your dreams and to never give up on your journey towards success. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a review and share with your friends and family. And as always, keep creating and never stop exploring the endless possibilities of what you can achieve. Until next time, this is the Creator Podcast signing off.